Welcome to the Grange here in Newtown, Pennsylvania for the Baseball U Philly Team Camp. Game number 1 about to go underway as we have Team Rasalla, Baseball U PA, taking on the Philly Bandits. For BFA Sports, Doug Stasic, who is Han Solo this fine day. Carlito, our umpire, has given us his way, the green light, and we're ready for baseball.
Make sure you guys get foul balls from your side, please.
Ball is popped up and skied out of play down the right field side. And leading things off for the Bandits is number 2 center fielder Kadar. Count now is quickly 1-1. Swing and a miss, 80 miles an hour on the fastball. We're just getting the radar up and ready for you guys. That ball is chopped foul down the third base side. So, Lior Kadar, class of 24, 6'2", 180 pounds with a 4.0 GPA out of Council Rock North. And that ball is fouled again, out of play, right field side.
Carlito, we got the whole bucket back here, right?
That ball misses down. Evens the count at 2-2. And on the hill for Team Rasalla is Jake Lenahan. That breaking pitch misses up. And that'll fill it up 3-2 here in game number 1. That ball misses just on the outside. Kadar, he is a lead-off base runner. After working a full count walk, let's take a look at him high atop the third base dugout here at the Grange. That'll bring up number 51. The catcher, Alex Dardaris, he launches one, goes out to left field, off the fence. Kadar will move his way up to third, and wouldn't you know it, we got a stand-up double for the Daris, who absolutely hammered that ball as it went all the way to the big fence here in left field. All right, so moving right along, runners at second and third, nobody out. We have a 5-batter limit per inning as the Bandits have come out swinging. And that ball is a nice block. It is in the dirt, and that brings up number 26, Jay Slater. Slater, a catcher infielder out of Downingtown. And he is committed to attend the University of Michigan. So some good work pitching to contact without hesitation in Jake Lenahan. Lenahan is a 5'10" pitcher out of Abington Heights High School. That ball is in the dirt. Runner's going to advance. Kadar is going to score. And that quickly, we have a 1-0 baseball game with a 2-1 count to the batter in Slater. Slater fouls one out of play. And a hammered ball. Let's take a brief look over at the catcher, Dardaris. Alex Dardaris is 5'9", 175 pounds with a 3.9 GPA. And that junior, pretty familiar with the construction industry, as he absolutely ripped out a hammer on that one. All right, back to a full count. Lenahan had given up a walk to Kadar to start this inning off, and he finds himself full again. Swing and a miss. He struck him out 82 miles an hour. Gets Slater on the swing and miss here on the BFA instant replay. Great command and location as he handcuffs him up and in. Number 5 is Braden Kelly. Kelly, he lifts one. That one's going to center field, clearing the center fielder's head. It's going to score Dardaris. And the only thing they can do is funnel the ball back into second base, and it is the second double of the inning with the celebratory bow and arrow. So nice rip, and you see the RBI on the BFA replay. The Bandits, plate 2, have stolen the lead already.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We got it covered.
And this will be the 5th batter of the inning. And that is Eric Cross, left-handed swinging middle infielder. And that pitch is a pitcher's strike, low in the zone. All right, 1-1 is the called count from our umpire, Carlito. All right, so good work here by Lenahan, the pitcher. So he's worked himself through a couple of full counts, not afraid to pitch the contact. Giving up a couple of hits here, but nonetheless seems to be unfazed. He's got some pretty nice velo, though, as he continues to sit 81, 82. And that's a laser shot down the third base side. Not sure if third base coach has ice in his veins or he just doesn't have any horizontal movement left in those knees. Unofficial poll here is C, both. That ball peppered out to shallow center field. Circling it and making the catch is number 4, and that's Patrick Munley. So we got a half a frame in the books. We'll be right back from the Grange. Cooper Pauly. He has got the hill for the Bandits. And traditionally, seen a lot of these Philly Bandits with loaded guns attached to their shoulder. No surprise for a squad with that moniker. Leading things off for Baseball U will be Patrick Munley, who closed out the frame with that fundamental catch out in center field. And it's a called strike on the outside corner. That ball misses down as it touches the dirt to Munley. That ball flared out towards the right side, and resting underneath of it is the right fielder, and that's number 7. So a nice play by Amati. All right, 1 is the call. And in the 2-hole this fine morning is number 24 for Rasalla, and that is Valvano. So, Roman Valvano. That one's fouled out of play, right field side. We've got 2 strikes now on the batter as Pauly. And that ball missed up, so oh, 12-6 breaking ball. And he'll ring him up. And usually he knew right away too. So Valvano, he got out of that box faster than he tried to get out of the Wawa during the rush hour in the morning. He knew that was a good pitch. All right, so that'll bring up starting pitcher Jake Lenahan. Again, I'd mentioned Lenahan at Abington Heights High School. And Pauly now chasing the count, down 2-0. So when I was a kid, they used to have the blue light special at Kmart, but in the showcase run with things, they call that the 3-0 green light special. That ball misses away, so Lenahan will find his way down to first base. The cleanup hitter today, number 37, the starting catcher. And that is George Stallman. Stallman lifts one out to left, going way back to the fence, but All right, Jake Lenahan back on the hill for a second inning of work for Baseball U. And leading things off this frame is number 2. That's a chopper over to third, firing on the 5-3 putout. Says he gets back to the bag as he comes down, and nice work over there by Yoram. Let's see here on the BFA replay, the Baruch. Big Sam making that stretch. Team defense all the way around. So digging in now is number 13 for the Bandits. 80-mile-an-hour first pitch taken for a strike to Christian Kloss. Kloss, 6'4", 185 pounds, sophomore. Ball is lifted out to right center field. Making the play is Munley. So Munley using that leather mitt as a pair of sunshades, able to keep his eyes on the ball and quickly retired. So 2 up and 2 down. And the right fielder, number 7, Joey Amati, is ready to go. Lenahan, first pitch, breaks through the bottom part of the zone for a called strike. And tip of the cap to Lenahan as they're giving up a couple hits in the first frame, but he settled in quite nicely here in the second. And that ball is chopped foul. Ooh, some good hands over there by Coach, so he's 1 for 2 on the day. At least defensively. I mean, I guess it's fair to say no way he was catching that laser that was hit at him, but I would have anticipated to see some better footwork to get out of the way. So we're going to judge him at 1 and 2. Called strike 3, and he gets them. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Lenahan. Down go the Bandits. And gotta say, Lenahan, reason to smile, coming back for a strong second frame. And we head to the bottom of 2 here at the Grange. Michael Wells, he is on the hill for the Philly Bandits as we start things in the bottom of the second. He's also got a new battery mate and that is the University of Michigan commit Slater, as Sam Baruch played a strong first base over there in the last frame. Able to show some stretch with that big frame of his, 6'4". Kid's name is Paul, not Paulie? Right. Okay. And that ball misses. Swing, bada bada. Nice pitch here by Micah Wells. So
Umpires, and then they have Saturday and Sunday. So
he gets him to chase, struck him out as he goes top shelf.
anybody else, I'll just either Beckno or
Here on the BFA replay. Whew, gets him chasing. Good location and a good thought process there as Kalinowski steps in for Baseball U. Number 5. And there is Kalinowski. Takes the 82-mile-an-hour fastball followed up by an 80-mile-an-hour variety. That ball is hit down the third base side. It has eyes and stays inside the chalk. So a nice defensive swing as Kalinowski steals one from Wells. Wells pitched this ball here. Really good location. Gets them to go just outside, but Kalinowski keeps his hands inside the baseball and goes with it. So the third baseman for Baseball UPA, making a nice play in the last frame, is the batter, number 8, Tyler Yoram. Yoram, the sophomore, 5'11". And Wells continuing to work and staying consistent here in the low 80s. That ball misses up and out of the zone.
Doug. Did I send you the Slim Chances profile?
Ball misses upstairs, and that is a walk. So now runners at first and second for Baseball U. And going to the southpaw with runners at first and second. Luke Leventhal out of Lackawanna. He gets a chance to dig back in. Wells trying to keep the runners at bay. That ball goes up and out of the zone and opening things up. You can see from our first base camera that we got runners at first and second. Pitcher trying to hold everybody on. Back to Wells. He gets ready to deliver. Cold strike. So 1-1 from Carlito is the call. Now 2 balls and a strike. See Kalinowski over there at second base. And the ball is fouled out of play. And that one might want to call our friends back home in Vineland, the RK Body Shop. That was a smashing foul ball.
Guys, a little help with that.
You won't have to go far for that foul ball. As it bounced right off the side of that car. So good news is it's pretty close.
It's like 20 minutes away. It's off the street road.
Called third strike as Wells able to deal and fight back here. All right, so now JJ Rasalla, the left fielder. He offered at the 81-mile-an-hour fastball upstairs, and that is Jackson JJ Rasalla, sophomore out of Dallas area. That ball misses up out of the zone.
Kind of like those box lunch orders. They have to feed 15 people. 12:45 pickup.
Wells. Ball just above the top of the zone.
Okay, so if I have a guy come in and you're 4 to 15 things, then would that be the same thing?
Swings through. Again, man, Wells is living around the zone. Been trying to work the corners, and on top of that, he's been going north and south. So he didn't get the call he was looking for, top part of the zone, but it has been popular for him for the strikeout. Oh, boy. So it is a full count. Seesawing. Tough one for the batter to take, but got a pretty good feel for the zone right now.
Yeah, it's just going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple.
Runners move. That's ball 4.
Give everybody a side of mac and cheese.
And that is 5 batters. So we will clear the bases and switch sides. All right, we're back. Jake Lenahan, he's out for the 3rd frame. Get this thing going. Lenahan had a 1-2-3 inning in the last frame. And you're going to start things off for the Bandits. It's number 20. And it's the left fielder, Von Zupin, who had the web gem get things started in the 1st inning. Made his way all the way back to the fence. Bounced off of it as he made the catch. You can rewind and watch that one back in the 1st. Got it live and on the BFA replay. Thanks to Director of Videography. And that ball is Hit back to the pitcher. Lenahan will go over to Kalinowski, and they'll make the 1-3 put out. So 1 up and 1 down. And again, you want to watch that replay of Von Zuber in left. You can tell our director of videography, Charles Hope, was warmed up. He must have been at the gym this morning because he had a very steady hand. He was well stretched out. All right, first pitch balls. We're back to the top of the order as Lior Kadar. And that ball is peppered foul over to the third base side. Called strike. Kadar had walked in his first at bat. So the count is still 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes now. It's the count. To Kadar, and he swings through, fouls that one off.
There's a clock on the recording.
All right, so Kadar now.
It's no new inning after 2 hours, so it's
Second walk of the afternoon, and now Alex Didaris, who put a dent in the left field fence wall with the missile that he hit.
So you got your 2 buckets of baseball, you got the bag, you got the snaps, you got everything for tomorrow. You just need to get ice.
Runner goes, but that ball is lifted, popped straight up. Foul territory, couldn't find it in the sun. Kalinowski gets shot by the glare of the high noon sun. And we saw that in the defensive showcase earlier this morning. Not something easy to combat. All right, now
I got Jacob. Alex Jacobs helping me.
Dardaris with another lift out to left field. Going back, making the play. Is Urim. So Urim. Saw him at third. Now I've seen him in the outfield. He makes the play. And we
John's here, but let me know.
roll on here in the third. That brings up number 26, and that's Jay Slater. Slater was behind the dish last inning. Sophomore standout, and that is a line drive right up the middle, and that'll be a base knock. So an easy single up the gut there. Now runners at first and second. The fourth batter of the inning is number 5. And that's Braden Kelly. Kelly out of Archbishop Wood. So Lenahan working ahead now on the count. There's a look at Kelly. And that ball is missed in the dirt, and retreating back to second base is Kadar. He gets Kelly to chase. Kelly, another one, crushed a double in his first at bat. Now falls behind 1-2. That ball grounded, third base, hot corner, but no problem. Good cool hand on the backside by number 24, Valvano. And so he will end the frame and saved an RBI for sure. Good glove work with the leather, and he makes it look easy. Johnny Giordano. He is on the hill, inning number 3 for the Philly Bandits. The left-handed pitcher is out of Plymouth Whitemarsh. The sophomore is 5'11", 165 pounds. And he'll go right to work against Blake Decker. Decker peppers one through the left side for a first pitch, first swing, base hit. So Decker sees the pitch, middle, and didn't really show any manners, because instead of waiting on anything, he was taking what was being presented to him. As Lincoln Anderson steps in. First pitch misses upstairs to Anderson. Two balls now to Anderson. Called strike, make that 2-1. So the batter, Anderson, out of Abington Heights. And checks down the runner, gets back in safely. Oh, first move he goes. They got him in a rundown. Good execution by the Bandits D and good rotation as Giordano makes his way over to first. So make the pickoff throw, make the pickoff tag here in the BFA instant replay. Fantastic execution. Shout out to our camera crew. Almost as if they're doing the work of 3 or 4 people today with just 2 of them. That ball is fouled over the first base dugout and into the cow pasture. You want to watch your step if you're going to get that one. So Anderson continues to battle. Feels as if he's graduated. He's been up in the box so long. Called third strike. An emphatic punch out by the umpire. And it's kind of fall, but this is a frozen popsicle. Look at that. That is a nice pitch by Giordano. We're back to the top of the order. Center fielder Patrick Munley made a couple nice defensive plays thus far early in this one. It's a sophomore out of Conant. No idea if I'm destroying that name of that school, but it wouldn't surprise me. He flares one into shallow right field, and the ruling is that ball hit the ground. So it'll be a base hit. Amati tries to get his glove underneath of it. See if may have had a shot. That one looks like it hit our camera. Just outside the frame, but nonetheless. First pitch swing, Valvano lifts one out to left field, but getting under it and making the catch is the web gem specialist himself. And that is number 26, Slater.
7-8-1 down.
It's the top of the fourth, and the ball is handed off to Sam. If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. He's out of the Dallas area high school, right-handed pitcher, utility, 6'3". We've seen him make a nice play over at first base, and he will bring the pitcher's minded frame to the mound. Eric Cross is the left-handed hitter that we're going to lead things off with. I was telling my producer, Ryan Schumacher, earlier, sometimes when you're switching these shots, you just got to be able to trust your instincts and know that your camera crew has you covered. So Eric Cross in the left-handed batter's box out of the Germantown Academy. Now 2-1. Cross had walked in his last at bat. Swing and a miss, 76 miles an hour. Some good extension. And that one is popped up, but it looks like it's going to make it foul into the parking area of the Grange. No business opportunities for our friends at RK Auto Body back home in Vineland. Might want to give them the card for the first inning. Is started this game off with a bang right into the side of a sedan. We have a full count to Eric Cross. That ball fouled out of play. Man, that has a chance for a car. I parked the BFA Sports Silverado way far away. Oh, there's a base knock right up the middle, and that'll go for a base hit. So a really good at bat there by Cross. Worked himself deep into the count, gets a piece of the ball, and lifts it right up the middle. And he'll be a leadoff base runner this inning. Is well, it looks like we've got two number twos. This one is Petrick. And that ball hit hard, knocked down and smothered over in the corner, but unable to make a play is Valvano. But he was quick on the reaction. The ball got there in a hurry. We're going to put that one in the scoring column as a hit. I think he got it all. Christian Kloss, sophomore out of William Penn Charter, takes a first pitch strike. He was retired in his last at bat by Lenahan. Oof. Swing and a miss. Quickly 2 strikes now on the batter. And he lifts one shallow right field, but that one is foul. So you'll see Cross having to make his way back to second base. Kloss in the hole, putting up the good fight to try to convert an RBI, being down a 2-strike count here. That ball is away. And so again, we only have half the BFA crew basically here today. As my brother from another, Al Fisher, has the other half. Oh, that one's smacked into left center field. That ball is going to drop. Here comes Cross as he rounds the bases. He's headed for home. There won't be a throw. And the Bandits add another run on the board. It's 3 thus far in this event, and you'll see the extension. And the ball goes right into left center.
Best camera person in the biz. First base dugout.
There you go. No doubt about it. You heard it here first. Charles Hope being called the best first base camera operator in the biz by some of the coaches behind me. Charles usually out in center field, so if anybody's fired up about missing some guys today, it's Charles. All right, so Joey Amati now pops in. Amati was retired by Lenahan in his last at-bat. Swings through 80 miles an hour. So Baruch, he's getting loose. Popping 80 now. That long frame, being 6'3". Got a lot there left in the tank. That ball smoked to short. A flip to second. Oh, man. We'll have to check that out on the BFA replay. Look at the leather. Hard diving play there. What a great feed. Man, oh, man. You're going to have to look at that replay a second time. And the Baseball U PA jerseys, I love them so much. Such great contrast with the numbers. And that was number 26 out at shortstop, so that's Anderson. Lincoln Anderson. I can't confirm that his middle name is Rawlings, but he certainly brings a leather with him everywhere he goes. And they go for the snap throw over to 1. That's going to allow another run to plate. And that's 4 as Petrick makes his way back to the dugout. That ball is missed. So Von Zubin, who had grounded out back to the pitcher in his last at-bat, he has an opportunity. Swing and a miss. So good battle here on the hill as Baruch has a full count. Now still a full count as he battles his way out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So some great composure by Baruch as he ends this frame. And we move on here in Newtown. Peter Heim, he's out for the 4th for the Philly Bandits out of Central High School. He stands at 6'1", 170 pounds. He is a sophomore. And he's going to take on Jake Lenahan. Lead things off. Lenahan, a couple nice innings of work on the mound. And Lenahan had walked in his last at bat. Called strike.
We got the lefty from us.
So we got 2 balls and a strike to the starting pitcher of record in this game. Well, it's a showcase, not really pitching a record. Now 2-2.
Definitely like a reality check for freshmen. College program looks like. They were all great the first week, and now we're shocked. We're in week 4, and they're like oh, we got to lift 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
All right, so it's number 37, George Stallman.
I don't realize how much baseball they play. 3-hour practices.
Stallman, nice job behind the dish.
Oh, and I got to do homework.
Ball offered in the dirt. And he swings through and he misses. It'll even the count at 2-2. He gets him. Gets the swing in the dirt. They'll make the play and a nice throw down to the first base side. Slater keeps his composure. And there is Sam Baruch. So he's been at first, he's been on the pitcher's mound, and now he's in the batter's box again. So first pitch, healthy hack from Baruch.
The whole scoreboard's still there. Fence is going and trees behind it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a nice punch-out pitch here from Heim. He ends the frame with 2 Ks. And you'll see good location here.
Need balls, you good? Check. You good on balls?
All right, Sam Baruch back for another inning of work, and that's a first pitch swing as Kador, top of the lineup. He flies out to right field. So Munley makes the grab here in the top of the 5th. All right, and the catcher, Alex Dardaris. As Dardaris takes a hack, pops it up in the foul territory, going over and making the play. Nice job sticking with it by Kalinowski. That is a nice play. Or no, is that Lenahan? That is Lenahan. He's over there. Man, that guy's like everywhere today. So 2 outs now. Pop up in the foul territory. As he pops that one up. And there's a classic car show, in case you folks were wondering what's going on out here at the Grange in the background. So I might actually, between innings, just to get in on the fun, just go start my truck up. And good breaking pitch there by Baruch.
Good.
And that ball is lifted out into the corner, but foul. Left field is the call. And that ball is lifted out in the shallow left field, coming in and making the 3rd out of the inning is number 8, Yoram. They swapped him out. It's number 4. I think that's Munley. All right. Nonetheless, we are another half inning in the books. Noah Trexler, the left-handed pitcher out of the Haverford School. Sophomore southpaw. He takes the hill here in the 5th. And the lefty on lefty as he takes on Kalinowski. Called strike, 71 miles an hour. Kalinowski out of Seton Hall Prep. It's a called strike. That ball grounded over to short. The 6-3 put out to get the 5th started. Nice play over there by number 2, and that's Petrick. Petrick looking stylish with the white shades. I like them. I might have to get myself a pair. Number 8 is Tyler Yoram. Out of Lakeland. Seen Yoram already come up with a couple nice defensive plays, and he flares that one foul out of play, right field side. So Trexler continuing to go to work here. Going to try to fill it back up as he finds himself down 3 balls. There it is. 3-1 now is the count. And that is Luke Leventhal. Leventhal, left-handed pitcher, as well as first baseman. And Trexler looking for another sign as he's able to fill the count up. Oh, and Missy Stasic, our third base camera operator. If only she wasn't looking at her phone. Okay. Swing and a miss. Calls for the outside throw. And a nice job there by Trexler to battle back. Down 3-0, gets the K. And that'll end the 5th. We're headed to number 6 here at the Baseball U Philly team camp on BFA Sports. Matthew Kalinowski. He is on the hill here in the 6th for Baseball UPA. First pitch is a called strike to Braden Kelly. I thought I might have saw Carlito at Parks Casino late last night, but I didn't think that was him, but now I maybe think it was. Anyway, back to business here is Kelly now down 2 strikes. Kelly has doubled and grounded out in a fielder's choice to third. 2-2 is the even count. That ball is hit up the middle. It'll find its way for a base hit. So Kelly, he's got some aluminum foil in his bat bag, dude. Want to keep that bat hot. 2 for 3 thus far on this one. Double and now a single. Eric Cross, who is 1 for 1 thus far. Cross walked and singled in his last at bat. That ball scoots by, and that will allow Kelly to advance to second base. Kelly has found his way in a scoring position quite a bit. So we got 2 balls now from Kalinowski. Kalinowski just making sure he keeps an eye on Kelly. Doesn't want to let him run freely over there at second base. So you see him managing the run game. That ball gets behind him, and Kelly now over to third. It's a nice move by the catcher. And Stallman kind of sensing that maybe Kalinowski's overthrowing a bit. And they don't always get a chance to play in front of the college coaches, and on top of that, having video and cameras in front of you. So trying to impress, always on the top mind of some of these young student athletes. But a veteran move there by the catcher to try to get them to remember to breathe. That ball misses down in the dirt, and that'll be a walk. So Cross, he'll head to first. Got runners at the corners. And that'll bring up Petrick. Petrick is grounded out to third, and he singled in his last at bat. It's Hunter Petrick at the Central Bucks South. Free base is open, and Kelly on his Saturday morning will take that second base like you would at BJ's when they're giving out those free samples. At least they used to before that whole COVID junk had taken to fruition. It is kind of torturous. You go to BJ's and they're like, well, where's the free stuff? It's not there anymore. So speaking of college, one of the Royals' finest out here, University of Scranton coach, giving Kalinowski some advice. which more than likely is just absolutely, which is repeat, rinse and repeat, man. Sometimes it happens. Give up a couple walks, a couple balls in the dirt, no problem. Ball now in the dirt to Petrick, who's looking for a pitch that he can drive. Again, mentioned he's 1 for 2 in this one. And sometimes our friends back home always jump in to watch some of our BFA broadcasts. So our thoughts and prayers are with Coach Paul Rodeo, St. Augustine Prep, as he underwent some emergency surgery. So Coach Rodeo, 70 years old, and spent 40 years. Speaking of student athletes, the legendary basketball coach, St. Augustine. So he underwent an emergency procedure last night. Not quite sure what it is, but he is out of surgery and recovering. All right, so it looks like Kalinowski maybe not feeling so hot right now on the mound. So kind of a unique situation to have to change the pitcher, but got to be worried about the health and safety of those arms. And coach isn't taking any chances, so it's the showcase call to the bullpen, which not the usual, but we're going to have a new arm on the hill. So I'm going to go radio silent here on the microphone for a second as we watch our new pitcher warm up. All right, Lincoln Anderson getting a chance to showcase his skills in a unique situation. Runners, well, bases are loaded. Comes in, and now he's going to show how he can slam the door. And he's looking to do so to Christian Kloss. So Kalinowski not feeling too good. I'll get the word on that one. I think his arm might be a bit sore. But there's a nice hard pitch by Lincoln Anderson. And Anderson was the standout at shortstop, made the diving play and then the shuffle to get the out recorded at second base. So he's going to enjoy this film. Two and one now is the count. And if I'm not mistaken. With the bases loaded, at most we'll have 2 more batters. Him and on deck is Amadi. Swing and a miss. And that ball breaks down in the dirt, but a nice stop. Again, Stallman, the catcher, has had a good inning. Shown good leadership, gave his coach a heads up. Not really sure if this pitcher is feeling it. Called his own timeout and managed to get him out of the game. And there's a nice pitch as he struck him out. How about Anderson? Bases loaded, showcase format. You never see a pitcher enter mid-inning. And look at this guy. He just stuffs it up and in. And you're not hitting that. That is a carnival curve. Amadi, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He comes up with the bases loaded, and he is the final batter of the inning, either way. I'm not sure what size shoes he wears, but I'm sure in this situation right here, he's going to be swinging out of them. Holy Ghost Prep, sophomore. Oh boy. That's a good pitch, but just missed. Called strike. Anderson now working versus Amadi, 2-1. He lifts it left field. Should be routine, and it is. As the squeeze applied by Leventhal to end the frame. So how about a hand to Lincoln Anderson, who comes in a tough one, but he manages to keep the save in the showcase scenario from running any more runners across the plate. And we'll be back from Newtown. We're back for the bottom of the 6th, and for the Bandits, his second inning of work is going to be Noah Trexler, sophomore out of Haverford. And Jackson gets the seeing eye single. So finds its way to third base side, and he'll find his way to first. So JJ Rasalla, he is a leadoff base runner for Baseball UPA. And that is a first pitch called strike to Blake Decker. Has a single thus far today. check over to first. The obligatory throw over, keeping him honest. That ball's chopped over to third. Gonna have a chance to get the lead runner, but pulls him off the bag. So take another quick look at the BFA replay. So Kelly did a nice job scooping up this ball right away, but it just looks like it pulled off. You can see it pulled off the second baseman there. All right, back to live action. And that is number 26. Calling the man of the hour, at least in this game. Lincoln Anderson saves the day in the last inning. An outstanding defensive play over at short. And now he's trying to help his fellow BUPA teammates put some runs on the board in this one. Thus far, they've been shut out by the Bandits. And the dive back to the bag. Rasalla will dust himself off. But again, Lincoln Anderson, runners at first and second, trying to get into an RBI on the books. Oh, another pickoff move, and they say he got him. So how about Trexler picking himself up? That is a good move as he looks back twice, catches him leaning, and that is a good delivery and a nice tag. So good play by Cross to back up his pitcher. But hey, credit to Trexler. Now 3-1. And arguably Trexler could be a ground ball away from ending this frame. And the Baseball UPA crew doing their job, trying to garner his attention. And that ball is popped up foul side, going to make its way out and over the backstop, just behind the dugout. Keeps it in front. Nice job by this battery mate behind the dish. And Dardakis, or Dardaris, I should say. And there's one out, and again, runners at first and second. It's Patrick Munley. Dardaris with a nice block there. Munley's been busy too defensively in the outfield. Again, this has been a well-played game on both sides from a defensive standpoint for sure. And there's a hard ground ball. It's hit right to the shortstop. Gets a force out as he stays with it. So good sacrifice here. Square up the shoulders, keep the chest over the toes. And his ball just smothered. Stayed right down in front of him, and he was able to keep his composure. Here comes the slide. Here's the feed. And that one is pretty close to call. Well, not enough to overturn the call. We'll leave it at that. There has actually been some talk of offering up a challenge via the replay. But that one will be inconclusive, and Roman Valvano steps in with 2 outs here for Baseball UPA, and they are trying to get a run on the board here. as he checks back the runner. Again, we have an open bag, so you got runners at first and third. For Roman Valvano, out of Scranton Prep, third base and a shortstop. Good block. Dardaris has been on his game. The catcher, been a wall in this one. Not allowing any free passes by a ball getting by. That ball is chopped foul. Still managing the run game quite well. And there's a ball that flares itself over to second base, but making a good defensive play at a 4-3 putout. That'll end the frame. So Trexler getting some good backup by his defense. Seen it with his catcher. Dardaris had a great inning, and then a good final play, 4-3. All right, and we're here in the seventh. Lincoln Anderson back on the hill. And he faces off against number 20. and that is Aiden Von Zubin. Von Zubin looking for his first hit of the morning session, which I guess technically now is afternoon.
We got 3 balls, we got 2 strikes.
Swing and a foul tip squeeze by Stallman. So Lincoln Anderson, he has retired the last 3 batters in a row that he has faced. And he is giving out strikeouts like it's Halloween candy. Breaking pitch as we get to the top of the back to the top of the order by now Leor Kadar. Kadar, jam shot, tries to lift it in. Oh, what a web gem! Oh my, great play out there. We'll take a look at this one again. And Patrick Munley, we talked about it before. He's had a nice game defensively. Look at this. Tip of the cap on that one. That's the kind of thing that gets your pitcher super excited. More than happy to pitch the contact when you got that kind of defense behind you. Is the catcher Alex Dardaris playing some fantastic defense of his own today behind the dish. And Dardaris had an opportunity to see him even last summer. This dude just continues to swell up in the gym. He is looking good. He's not. Hey, look at him. He's like, I'm not taking my base. I'm built like a tank. I'm gonna hit again. And hopefully, we've seen this play out though before here at the team camps for Baseball U Philly. Had a player from the New Jersey Savages, as Dardaris fouls that one out of play. So one of the Savages player wanted to stay in so he could hit. He got hit a second time. Still stayed in there. Got hit a third time. Finally got hit a 4th time, and then, okay, I'll take the base. 34 pitches. But these guys want to show the coach what they can do, and Dardaris skies one. Shallow center field. Getting underneath of it is Munley. He didn't have to leave his feet for that one, but man, oh man, what a web gem to get this thing going for his pitcher in the 7th. So we head to the bottom of the 7th here in game number 1. 3 outs remain here in Newtown. new pitcher here in this 7th is Christian Kloss. Kloss, the sophomore. And he is going to face the guy that started the game on the mound for Baseball UPA, Joe Lenahan. First pitch offering in at 76 miles an hour. Kloss out of William Penn Charter. 3.55 GPA. Now, called strike. And this is a good battle to start out the bottom of the 7th. And that's a foul ball. Almost found its way into fair territory, but not exactly. And he gets Lenahan to pop up straight out to short. And Petrick makes the easy squeeze. The old pop up to the 6th position. But a good battle there. It's now number 37, and that's George Stallman. Stallman is done a great job behind the dish. Called strike. So a good start. Kloss showing off some of his off-speed repertoire. Pitching backwards, as it's often referred to. That ball is in the dirt. Again, another switch behind the dish is Slater back behind it this time. As he and Dardaris have been a lethal 1-2 punch for the Bandits, and Slater again headed to the University of Michigan. Kind of wondering how he feels about wearing Ohio State colors, being a Michigan commit. Oh, liner and another diving play. So Paul, he made a nice diving stop. He got the start on the hill for the Bandits, and he's flashing the leather over in the corner. Nice job there by Paul. Good look at him from third base. All right, first pitch foul back. Sam Baruch. Baruch, couple of innings logged on the hill in this one. Also played defensively over at first. That ball misses inside. There's a grounder over to short. Petrick, he fires across the diamond. Look at the stretch by Paul. And they're going to say, not in time. We'll go to the BFA replay. So out of the box, wasted no time. Look at that cannon by Petrick. And, oh, it's going to be close. Oh, that is right there. That is the right call. Great work on the camera. Great work. Man, oh man, I'm glad to remember to pack the power cords for the camera so we can get some nice quality shots all day long like that one. So Tyler Yoram, the outfielder, trying to keep things going here. Bottom of the 7th. And that ball hit over to second, and they get the force out to end it. So the 4-3 putout goes in the books. Some well-played baseball. All accounts on both sides. They'll do the now traditional tip of the cap versus the shaking of the hands, and we will move on. Game number 2 is just a little bit away, but for now we step aside here at the Baseball U Philly team camp at the beautiful Grange in Newtown, Pennsylvania. For BFA Sports, Doug Stasic. Been my pleasure to call this one, and looking forward to the next 2 here on Saturday.